Well, if I said you're being replaced, how would you feel? It's a horrible thing. Gotta pack up your desk. Gotta get out of here. But we do replace color, and they don't feel bad. We can replace colors left and right, and they don't care. They're not sad that they've been replaced. They don't have to worry about unemployment. None of that. I'm going to show you how to replace colors quickly, easily, and with great joy. Let's go into View and Organize, and we're going to pull up a photo that you'll find in the Samples folder. It's something I pulled from the Samples of Photoshop CS2. And it is the picture of a ducky. It's not an actual picture, but it looks like it. So, there it is. Again, you should be able to find this in your samples. And I've already imported it into our catalog here. So I'm going to grab it and go into standard edit mode with it. And this is a good one because there's very distinct color differences. You have a red beak and a yellow body. This color replacement tool can be a little difficult to use if you have a lot of similar colors or colors that are blending all over the place. In this case, as you can see, you got basically yellow, black, white, and red. So, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this red beak with a different color. So, go to Enhance, Adjust Color. Guess what we're picking? Replace Color. Yep. Alright, this dialog box then appears. And we have fuzziness, image, selection, hue, saturation, lightness. Now, if you go over and switch to selection, you don't see anything. That's because we have not yet selected a color that we're going to replace. So, what we're going to do is, first of all, you want to keep the fuzziness about in the middle. Because what the fuzziness does is that determines how many surrounding shades of that color you're going to include in this replacement. So, it's really going to depend. But set it in the middle in the beginning, and then we can adjust it as we go. So you're not set. You're not stuck with it. It's just a good place to start. So let's click on a red area, solid red area of the beak. And as soon as you click, it tells you up here, okay, that's the color you picked. Now if you go over and switch to selection, you can see that what's included is just the beak. Now if you play around with the fuzziness and you go pick a lot of surrounding colors, you see how it starts to include more of the duck? That's telling you that whatever you change it to here, it's going to replace not just the beak, but even these surrounding shades, which you don't want in this case. But if you go too far to the left here and choose too few shades of color that are similar, you start to include less and less of the beak. So now you can see why I chose to pretty much stay in the middle to start with. Always keep the preview box checked. It seems like I say that all the time. I don't even know why they put it there. I don't know why you wouldn't want to preview. Anyway, so we want to change, well, I want to change. You really don't have any control over this exercise, but I would like to change the beak from red to a blue. So I clicked on that color down here, just in case you didn't see what I did. I clicked on this. Alright, so now I'm picking the blue. I'm just going to click somewhere right around there. And I'm going to click there. And you see, even before I hit OK, it shows me that it's changed it to blue. So whatever color you want here, I'm going to pick a dark blue like there. It's up to you. Once you got the one you want, click OK. And now you can start to mess around with the fuzziness and some of these other adjustments down here. So let's bring the fuzziness up a little bit and see what it does. As you notice, it's not really making a damaging difference by increasing the fuzziness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there at 145. It did darken this section here, but it's not enough to make a difference in my mind. The little blue that it added there. As a matter of fact, it might be good because it's getting a reflection of the beak back on the duck, which would be blue. In any case, you can switch back and forth between the image and the selection and you can adjust the hue. Remember, the hue is the color, so if you start adjusting the hue, we're going to switch from blue to some other color, see? So we want blue. And saturation, I'm going to make the saturation very saturated. And the lightness, I wanted a little bit of a darker blue, so I'm going to darken it like that. So once you get these settings the way you want them, you can add different sections and take away different sections with both of these eyedroppers. But once you get it the way you want it, you hit OK, and we are A-OK. Blue beak, never could tell the difference. Even got the little shiny spots still there. So I know you'll find that tool useful, especially in cases like this where there's stark contrast in color. So have fun with that.